Here we go, brand new LUDOCIEL, and I mean, first look at this banner. This is one of the only banners where, I mean, there's two really good picks for how weird of a banner it is. Now, I don't believe that this was a last second change that they made on the Japanese version. This LUDOCIEL is not a exclusive unit, so if you're not summoning on this LUDOCIEL, which I mean, I'd highly recommend not doing so. He is great and he's LUDOCIEL and all, but when it comes to PvE and PvP content, he isn't really there as it comes to the meta and how the Archangels work. Man, the Archangel team is so strong at the moment, and he is really good, but he's just not as good as some of the other characters on that team. And then these two units down here, now, I do have the Valenti, she's at 1-6, and then I do have the Eastern, she's at 3-6, so if we're not getting dupes of LUDOCIEL or even getting copies of LUDOCIEL, definitely like to get a couple copies of them. We are really nearing out on the 12 million bucks CC. Hoping I can get it with this new LUDOCIEL. I think we're about 60,000 off, so yeah, very close. Been grinding a whole bunch of gear, all that kind of stuff. Still lacking on the Holy Relics a little bit. I've been grinding the Skull and Hardy just a tad to try and go ahead and get the Skull and Hardy cards for the new card set. I'm hoping once I get that card set, I'll kind of start giving the stage 3 attempt again, or the floor 3 of the new Demonic Beast battle, because man, that thing just requires so much RNG. I can get through the first two floors real easily, but I know I could probably go ahead and do the third. Just the amount of time it's going to take is the main factor. I don't want to be there for a couple hours if that's gonna be the case. I can skip out on the 3 materials. I'm more than happy with that. Let's see, second multi in though in a Lost Vein. Could we get a cheeky double? Could be pretty nice, not gonna lie. Here we go, what is it? Ah, towards the end of the summon as well. Come on, we're gonna have to try and go ahead and skip through these. I'm also super exhausted. Man, after work and then gym, all that kind of stuff, going ahead and doing the videos, social battery is just at an all-time low. Halloween Gotha though, it's nice and all, but like I said, already got the Halloween Gotha 6-6. Hey, but we moved. I was super excited for this LUDOCIEL upon his initial release, and don't get me wrong, I'm still very keen to try him out. But if you guys are there for the initial translations or what kind of Google Translate said that his passive was going to be, bro looked like by far almost the best unit in the Archangel team. Obviously you can't say that because Mael exists and he's broken, way too good in the game right now. People are still saying that the Purgatory Meliodas is a little bit better, which I can definitely go ahead and see, but just the fact that this guy has the PvE use in the new Demonic Beast battle, and I'm sure with the new card set, you could get away with using him in pretty much any of the Demonic Beast battles, which is really crazy to think. I know, man, the LUDOCIEL supremacy will still remain the same. I do wish he was just a little bit stronger. Hoping we actually get a couple more SSRs, because I mean, even if we get dupes of characters we already have, the Super Awakening is still very important. Look at that. Almost a full R multi. That's a lot more typical to what our luck looks like on the channel. Yeah, still going ahead and getting the full rotation done for this LUDOCIEL. Not going to be going for second rotations or any dupes for any other units anytime soon. After going to 3 rotations in the Mael banner, that has completely done me. I have not seen my luck that bad in a long time. I got my first copy. Now, here I am saying my luck's bad. I got my first copy on the second, third multi, something like that, which is really good, but I still had the gems, I had all the tickets, so I figured why not? I'll go ahead and do the first rotation, and then we'll call it there. Didn't get any copies all the way until the guaranteed them. On the whole second rotation, without any more Maels, I got the next one at the guaranteed. I did a third rotation, got the next one at the guaranteed, and then ended up singling a copy at another 100 gems. And once I got the 5-6, I was completely out of there. That was it. I would like to have the 6-6 just to kind of round it off, but I can guarantee the next banner he returns in, I will pull so many dupes of him. That's just how the luck goes in these kind of games. I wish my Grand Cross luck was a little more like my Dokkan luck, but hey, that's alright. What can you do? Can we please get a rainbow text here? It has been a fair few multis without an SSR. Shocking, man. Shocking. Are these still 3% banners? I'm not even going to bother checking that. We know what Netmarble is like. We've been asking them to buff that percentage for a long time now. I swear upon the game's release as well, it was a 4 or 5% chance. I believe they did end up lowering it, but can't remember why that would be. The SSR banner as well used to be really good. And I remember they made some changes to that and then reverted, or not completely reverted it, but ended up kind of buffing it again. So I think initially just any character in the entire pool was on that SSR banner, and now obviously we have all these exclusive characters like Zelda, so they like to keep stuff off their kind of their way of making more money, I can imagine. Here we go. Just the one SSR. Well, can we please get... I'd like to at least get the kind of summon intro in for the video's sake. And of course we're gonna get the copy guarantee, but that's not what we're really here for. I think this is the one here, or coming up at least. And if you guys are summoning, really hope you get your LUDOCIEL copy nice and early so you can go ahead and try them out. This next one here. Hey, there we go. LUDOCIEL. I mean, Dian's cool and all. I really like the costume for her as well. Holy Relic for that Dian is sick, man. Really glad they introduced her into the game. Making farming the Founder Demon, absolute breeze now. I still find it crazy that certain people don't have her, because she's not super common, but she's been on quite a few banners, and I think she was on some of the anniversary or some of the really important banners, so there's definitely been a couple chances to go ahead and get those characters. If you're free to play, those should be the main banners you're spending on anyways. Down for Liz. Halfway through and we haven't seen many SSRs whatsoever. I don't think we got an awful lot other than that in this week's update. We did of course get the draw final boss, which is really nice. Let's see here, I'll go ahead and bring up the patch notes. More shafted multis, man. What can you do? So let's see, new LUDOCIEL, the card set which I was talking about previously, bundles, etc. Quality of life updates, Hawk event, one of the whack-a-mole events, so something to do daily. God, looking awfully scarce. Yeah, I can't believe we're still burning through these tickets. I mean, we did have the 130, yeah, Droll and Glock's final boss, which I'm guessing is going to be fairly easy. Top 5% to get the max rewards, so probably not everyone going to be able to snag those. God damn, disappointing. More quality of life changes, and then, yeah, that pretty much does it. So, really just looking at the Droll and Gloxinia final boss, and then all the update and all the content that we've had from the previous update. If you haven't gone ahead and done the Labyrinth as well, very fun content. I really like how they've redone this one, adding the shop and all that kind of stuff to it. Getting Ultimate Escanor is just such an easy sweep for that. And my first initial attempts were really bad. It took me 5 or 6 to go ahead and get a run where I actually got the Escanor, and that was just saving all of my coins just to re-roll the characters, but I know what it was. I was just mad unlucky. And then even the times where I'd get good characters, I'd get really bad passives, and then that can screw you up just as bad. Do we see a sun in the sky? I'd like to get just a couple more animations here. Lost Fame, we can live with that, doubling up with a demon animation. If we get a rainbow text, I honestly think this could be a pretty high chance of a double. Come on, what have we got? Oh, actually, one thing as well that happened today. Got the 1000-day Goku for login on Dokkan. I should have had him way long ago. I started just before 3rd year, so had a couple breaks in the game, but I'm still really looking to do some Dokkan content on the channel, but we'll get around to that. Come on, can we get the double please, Netmobile? A couple SRs. I could definitely see it happening. Yeah, I think now the only LRs I'm missing on Dokkan are World Tournament ones, which with the revamp to World Tournament that we're getting with the 8th anniversary, we'll go ahead and have to grind that. That'll also get me my copy of the Demon King, or the Piccolo that I was looking for, the Suicide one with Gohan. Should be coming up, yeah. LUDOCIEL? Another Liz. I think that's the same one as well, the red Liz. Ouch. I mean, once again, Super Awakening is always super sweet. I'm surprised as well with just how much money I, like a pay-to-play player, spends on the game and still haven't maxed out Super Awakening. How long it would take someone who's even like a medium spender, light spender, free-to-play. Seems so unreasonable trying to get that done. Now, I know the game's supposed to last, you know, as long as it can. That's what gacha games are kind of made to do, but man, I couldn't imagine how long it would take to try and get that stuff done. I suppose you'd also be fine-tuning and picking your Super Awakening units a lot more scarcely and, you know, a lot more thought process than what I would, having that you only have such limited materials. But let me know, if you guys are free to play in the comment section, maybe like a day 1 player, how many fully Super Awakened units have you got in your box? So in the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, I'd like to hear it. Have you completely set all of your hourglasses just for Super Awakening? You have your crazy amount done, but it's just far too expensive. And if you don't have the dupes in the characters as well, paying those extra 3 Super Awakening coins to undo the lock for that level really adds up super quickly, which is where whaling just helps out even more. Not only are you getting the SRs, the SSR coins, but it's also going to be a lot cheaper for you. Just a single SSR again. God damn. And I think we have got some more news about the Black Clover mobile game coming out, so I'll have to go ahead and check that. I don't think we have a release date for that yet either, but very keen for that to come out. Reminds me a lot of OG Grand Cross, which is best by far mobile game experience I've had ever. That game for the first 2 weeks was by far just absolute peak. In a game that the second week of release was more hype than the first, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Patrona. Not really what we're looking for. How many more multis have we got left? I think we're kind of closing in on the end here. 2 more multis. Come on, man. We need a rainbows text something, LUDOCIEL. Unless we're going to leave it up to the last multi and can get a 2-6. That just about does it. Damn. And this is why this game is great. Not only do you just get crazy amounts of gems, if you've been logging in for the past couple of weeks, you should have play around 300 gems just from the login bonuses. You don't even really have to play the game. And the fact that the pity is so goddamn amazing. We're losing that one, so there's not going to be any LUDOCIEL, but hey. Bad unit, bad summons. I'm not going to call it a bad unit, but with the LUDOCIEL unlocked there, let's see just how close that puts us to the... Yeah, look at that. I think once I have this guy fully leveled up, gear put on him, all that kind of stuff, we're going to hit 12 mil, which is super exciting to think, but there we go. That just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.